All right. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Oh, all right. Let's roll our silver roll. It's fine. Boo! Boo! All right. Also, before I forget, I want to. I don't know when this sale actually ends, but I want to grab some spare Hearts of Wood this morning. Looks like the sale ends in like 3 days. Take me back to the beginning. Oh yeah, we got time. We don't have to worry about that yet. Alrighty. So greetings and salutations. I am back on Samus this morning, back in Sarlona, where we belong. Yeah, we're just chillaxing this morning. Our friend Nathan may or may not be around. If he does show up, we might kind of abandon everything else that we were doing and go and assist him. We'll see. Let's see. Here we go. Boink. Yeah, a bunch of those. Also, looks like we have some upgrade tomes in here. So let's just look to see if we can get rid of them for people. Balance is only a 3, so we could eat a balance tome and get it out of the way. And then Intimidate is already a 4, so that doesn't do us any good. We have oh, maybe it's working again. Let's check to see if chat is back. Nope. So apparently the service that I use for my chat stuff is in the process of dealing with the denial of service attack. So I'm not sure if everything's firing out like it should have this morning. All like our Twitter notification and stuff like that. Yeah, it looks like it went. So hopefully they'll get that resolved pretty soon, and we'll be able to turn our chat back on. You got the 100k Reaper cloak, didn't you? I did. It's right here. Did I have any issue? Did I have any issues having it show up on characters? Got yours yesterday, not visible on any. So when you have to go collect the cloak on every character that you want it to have. So you have to go back to Harry on your server and tell them, hey, I need my rewards, and you have to go pick them up individually. So once you do that, it should be working again. So I have some. You got them in your inventory, equipping them, but just shows you wearing no cloak. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I have not had that problem. Two of these. We don't need 2 of those. All right. That's a good question. I'm not sure how you're supposed to brag. Yeah, I can't think of a solution for that this morning, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Like mentally trying to run through the things and I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have a way to fix that. I'm sorry. My brain is not going to let this go. I'm assuming you've done all the basic stuff like whatnot. I don't think it'll... Well, Mondays are usually days where they're busy dealing with backlogs, but I'm not even sure there are people in the office. The person that casts this on us. Alright, what do we want to do this morning? Let's check our friends list before we get carried away. Alright, nobody's on. The girls are on, but the girls are little babies, it looks like, level 1s. Not that it really matters because I don't actually know a lot of the names right now. Usually, right about now is when the buddy bonus and weekend stuff would be turned off. So what do we want to do? Well, we're level 9. I guess we should not be clicking the epic version. We just did these things like on the hardcore server. Do we have any 7s left? Grave Robber, Gwylins. Oh yeah, lots of 7s. The Pit. Not a big Scoundrel Runs guy. Tiered Con. So yeah, we got lots of 7s to do. Let's go do some 7s. Alright, so we could join this other guy in the Grave Robber. But I don't want to run R1. I want to be running stuff on R3 at least today. So yeah, I think we'll just go start. We'll just go start over here. The other question is, do we want to put up an LFM? Hey Beef, good morning. I guess I could get in voice chat in case Beef decides to show up. I'll rip out your tongue.
What is up?
Hey. Just barely getting booted up this morning. We have a viewer, O4U, that says that his Reaper cosmetic is not showing up, his cloak in particular. He says he went and got the items, but when he goes to equip them, you can't see them. Any ideas?
Nope. I have no idea.
Yeah, he said other cosmetics seems to be working, but just not the cloak. I don't
have the Reaper cloak, so I can't test
yeah, I'm not
that.
sure he doesn't specifically say the Reaper cloak. I've just presumed that that's it.
Well, there's a level 20 cloak also.
Right, well, that's what I'm saying there.
And the hat. It could be that he doesn't have the toggle visibility of cloaks on? You know what I'm talking about? Where you click on the little paper doll in
He
your
says-
inventory?
Yeah, he says the level 20 sash shows up though.
Oh.
So yeah, I have no idea.
It might be a thing with that particular race. Because they had issues with that with the Death Watches You last year.
Did they?
What race is that character?
We're gonna get wrecked in the first quest here. Oh. You love a good lag spike right in the middle of a fight. ASMR with the... ASMR with the Reaper XP doesn't work. Half Elf on live doesn't work, and Warforged backup character in the hardcore doesn't work. Yeah, I
don't know. It works on... Well, I don't have the Reaper Cloak. I just have the level 21, so I can't test it. What race is your guy? Your guy's Tiefling, right?
Who, me?
Yeah, and your character right now.
No, I'm a Dragonborn.
Okay. Do you have a ASMR or a half elf or whatever the other one was?
I'm trying to think. I may have a half elf. Damicus from the last hardcore server I think is a half elf. I can check after this quest is done.
By the way, while I'm thinking about it, I've been running Favor on my iconic character, and I did Bone Grinder. If you kill Morgantha first, you only get one chest. That Satyr and all those Earth Elementals do not spawn. You were 100% wrong the other day.
I literally have done it twice. I don't know if it was a fluke, but I'm telling you 100% I have literally done it twice.
Well, I just did it, and it didn't work that way. On Heroic, not Epic.
That was my original thought when people were like arguing, was like, well, I may have it happens on Heroic, maybe it doesn't happen on Elite. I don't know. I'm telling you though that I have literally done it completely by
I would
accident
say
once,
if you want 2
and then
chests out of
repeated
that
it.
quest, you have to kill Morgantha last.
Yeah, I don't know. I say I have literally done it. I did the first time I did it. I was like, "What? This is not correct," because I was thinking the same thing. And then I did it the next life to see if that was still true.
Because if you kill Morgantha last, instead of turning into a hag, she teleports. And if you kill her first, she turns into a hag, and you can kill her again. And then the other hags disappear, and the quest ends.
Yeah, see, when I did it, she just turns into a hag and teleports away, and you still had to kill everything else in the quest.
Nope.
Like in that room.
It does not work that way.
That's how it worked for me the 2 times I did it.
Well, all I'm saying is, you were wrong the other day. It works the way that they were telling you it works.
Apparently some of the times. Because again,
No, I think that you were just mistaken.
I was 100% not. It literally did it for me twice in the last, like, handful of times that I've done it. So I don't know if
you can test it on your own time, but I'm telling you, I just did it that way.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not saying that it does it every time. I'm just saying that it literally didn't matter at that point, which is what was pissing me off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it was already done, and they're like, "Oh no, blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Dude, I swear to you, I literally just did it. I don't think it matters." You're like, "Oh no," blah, and I'm just like, "Fuck you guys. I don't even want to deal with it." And it literally took me to the point where the second they were not doing Reaper quests anymore, I just quit. I just quit the group. And I didn't care. Didn't go back.
I didn't watch after that. I pretty much went to bed. after that, but I was just like, I think that they were right, but I'll test it later.
Yeah, I figured I would check it again at some point in the future. Like the next go around, I'll give it a shot. I said maybe it was a fluke that just happened twice in a row, or maybe there's something that I did that was different that I normally don't do. Because again, normally you kill them one at a time as they come down the stairs. And it
Yeah,
doesn't
and
matter.
Morgantha's at the top, right?
The only reason it mattered that one time, or those two times, I think I probably got. No, because you can't even hit the shrine if you get.
You were probably
killed.
like running out of a cloud kill or something up the stairs.
Yeah, like there was something weird that happened, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's Morgana," and she died. I'm like, "Okay, well now I'm screwed."
Well, you have to kill her twice before you kill the other things. You have to kill her as a human and as a hag. So it's possible that you killed her as a human and she spawned into a hag and you killed the other two.
Yeah, I mean, I watched her because the other chick was downstairs. Because I went when I finished, I looked. Maybe I killed one and then her, and then I had to go back and get one of the hags had not even turned into a hag at the time. Like she had stayed human. And I was like, oh god, I'm not going to get the bonus chest. But then Morgana had teleported out and I had to go out there and do that. Which is the experience that solidified it in my brain, you know what I'm saying? Because it has to be something memorable enough that I would actually remember it.
Yeah, well, you can test it whenever you want to, but I'm just saying for me, just now, not 10 minutes ago, it worked as just...
Yeah. Well, and I wasn't, and I never once said 1,000% like, oh no, we don't have to do this, it's a waste of time or anything like that. I literally just said, hey guys, I don't think we have to worry about that as much anymore. Because these were also the same people who, another caster was in the group, and he took a lost soul, and they literally cussed him out for like 5 minutes.
Why?
Because the cleric wanted all the lost souls. So this
was the cleric doing damage?
I don't know if the cleric did anything. He was constantly out of mana. The only spell I ever saw him cast was a lightning bolt or a blade barrier once.
So he's probably casting heals on somebody, but he's probably like way over healing, if I were to guess.
I have no idea. All I know is there was two of them. They were like attached to the hip. And the second he and the leader, and the second that somebody else tried to eat a lost soul, it was like World War III. And there was one point that I ended up casting a bunch of buffs on the cleric, and I was just like, F it, I'm gonna start eating these lost souls. And then they just like attacked one of the people so bad, I was like, forget it, I just won't. We'll get to the point where I'll just start piking instead if I have to.
Terrell was telling me a story about one of the people in the Easily Distracted was doing like R4s or something with some pug group, and he was on his paladin and had like rezzed a bunch of people and cast all his buffs and all this, and basically had like no mana. And like one lost soul on a paladin is enough to like fuel all of your spells and attacks and your divine might and all that crap for like the rest of the quest, right?
Right.
And he ate one, and they were like, "Oh, I don't know if you know, but you should save those for the cleric because they need him to heal." He like just went off. Lost souls are not for paladins, and then he was just like, "Have you ever played a paladin, bro?" Like, I'm carrying this quest, and I have no mana. I'm gonna do what is correct to win the XP.
Well, and that again, it's also very possible that they had hit my button with that earlier series of comments, and I fully admit I was short on temper. Those guys had put me in a pissed off category. But in particular, in that moment, I was like, it doesn't matter anymore. Like we'd already killed all those things. Morgana was dead. We're looting the bonus chest, and they would continue to argue. And I wasn't trying to argue back with them. I was just like, I'm pretty sure this doesn't like. I've had experience where it doesn't matter. So instead of like freaking out and being upset, just let it go.
It doesn't matter for the XP or the Reaper XP unless you're going to try and get Conquest. It only matters for the extra chance at name.
Yeah. Which is, I understand, that's what they were worried about, which is fine, but literally, I passed the guy the item that he wanted. Like, it showed up in my chest, and I just passed it to him. Because he had mentioned that he wanted it beforehand, and I was just like, boop.
Yeah.
And then he sends me a tell, like, thanks for passing the thing, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to wear it, and you said you needed it, but now I'm out of your group. Like, you crossed the line with me to the point where I don't want to be in your group anymore. So, congratulations. And that's the only bad experience I feel like I've had on the hardcore server, was that group. Me short on temper, I've never seen that. Oh, I actually have a real anger issue. Like, I can go from 0 to boiling over very fast.
Oh man, you went off on that guy in your chat the other day. It was really funny.
Especially when I'm on stream, I try very, very hard not to lose my temper, because I don't think it's right to lose. I try not to lose it, but those guys in particular, they just, I don't know.
You're level what? Level 9?
Level 9.
Level am I?
Last I looked, you're level 9.
Am I level 9? I think I'm level 8.
You might be level 8. Last I looked, you're level 9. You'll try to watch more. Well, I appreciate that's about you. I feel super slow.
Yeah, level 8.
Doing tier to con if you'd like some experience.
Sure. I think I can take 9. Let me see.
I know you were ahead of me for a while, and then...
Well, I'm ranked 41.
Yeah. I don't know. Nathan is also... has started playing DDO, and I'm not... at least during the... I don't want to say free trial, but that's basically what it is. During this no experience thing, I've kind of talked to him into giving it another shot. Because he was like, oh man, I'm going to sound really hurtful here. He was basically complaining about the lock-in. So Selina has started a lock-in today. But he has basically been on lockdown for the last week. And I'm not... Like, it was asked people to do things, but it wasn't required. Well, today it's... the city is officially requiring people.
Whatever that was hit you hard.
So I was like, well, you know what? This is that thing that I do to help avoid worrying about that kind of shenanigans.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to help him kind of get through some things. Unfortunately, my only character in that range is level 5. And
Just
it's not
casually soloing Reaper 3, you're a beast.
Yeah.
So, I need to do some anniversary event. I don't know if you're interested in doing some of that later.
So...
Or not.
It definitely will be doing some, but I'm trying to get Nathan high enough level that I can do it with him as well, because he's going to need a bunch too.
Okay. Well, I just need to buy a coffee on the character I'm going to TR, because apparently that adds a stacking bonus to Intimidate. I did not realize that.
Okay, so you need what, 80 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll be happy to... Oh no, my cleric, why? Ironically, it's the mimics that are the most dangerous thing to this quest right now.
Dude, I did a level 20 quest last night after we hit cap on my ult, and one of the mimics was like CR 56 in a level 20 quest. I was like, what? And calm down, mimic. Cool your jets.
It's real. The mimics are real sometimes. Alright, can you please res this person now? There we Yeah, I don't know. For whatever reason, it was part of the reason I decided I was going to do this Sork Life was to step up my Reaper stuff for just a little bit. That was back-to-back mimics, though. Feels good.
I did get enough mimic tokens already to get a glib tongue, which is also a stacking intimidate bonus. Because I want to be able to hit like a 150 just in case I need that for whatever the new expansion content brings.
Yeah, no, I've got a bunch of the lower level things. I don't have any of the big ones. And clearly I need to go look for some more 5s, I guess. Like, I don't have all the level 5 not thinking of the right word.
Form posts?
Yeah. So I'll do that. But I don't think I bought anything from the last dozen or so runs of the event that I did.
Yeah, I don't know how many I have. I just know that I don't have enough because I think the copy's like 80 or 100.
I think it's 80.
Oh, boom!
Yeah, I'll go back to R1's next life because I'll be doing more of the quest guide recording. So I wanted to do something a little bit tougher and challenging this life.
A single lever is mounted on the southern wall.
I was just ignoring that chest. Like, oh yeah, I guess we have to open them all now, huh?
That is correct.
At least when you're within level range.
And I've even been doing like optionals that I would normally skip if they drop a chest. I guess Beach probably should hit some hit points too.
It's my favorite when the lag hits my explosions. It's the best.
So I didn't get to sleep yesterday, right? As is my way lately. So I was able to get up and casually do DDO cast in the morning. That was fun.
What'd you guys talk about, hardcore?
We talked about 45 mostly. Did like primarily a 45 review.
Okay, I don't know anything about that.
45?
I knew. Why am I going up here? Oh, because there's a chest.
There's a chest up here, that's why. So we talked about Artificer a bunch. We talked about the changes to like Illyras and Catacombs. The stealth changes, and I'm like, I'm not sure what you're talking about. And then he told me, I'm like, oh, I've not noticed anything useful other than, or any real changes except for when I block on my Pale Master now on the hardcore server, I immediately see every monster in the quest like red eyes me and decides that it's going to come at me. He's like, no, that's just them saying that they can see you. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what it always has meant. But I guess they changed it where there's like degrees of color that tell you how much or how little they see you. I don't entirely know, but
Why are you over there?
I clean up all the rest of the trash that would trickle in behind us. I don't like leaving them behind me. I don't want to get pincered while we fight these guys.
I love getting pincered. It's my favorite.
Yeah, see, I'm not about that life. So I was helping Nathan yesterday, right? Doing like farming a horse up for him and stuff like that. And out in the Explore Zone, I looted 2 separate level 1 Keen Vorpal longswords
Okay.
on my little monk ranger thing. And I'm just like, what is DDO trying to tell me? Like, that it hasn't left the hardcore server?
You need to play a Tempest Longsword guy.
Well, that's what I thought, but like even those, I'm not sure how good they are.
Tempest Rangers are actually really good. They're probably like number 5 or number 6 on like the melee DPS leaderboards right now.
Oh, that guy's just... He's just trying to live until I can get Nathan to caught up to Samus and...
Chest.
Yeah, I saw it.
Mimic.
Ah, good. Mimic. Like, why are they not in a lightning bolt line? It's unfair.
Well, they were in a Scorch line.
Heal bot, heal yourself, and then come shrine. I took the time to re-prepare ship resistances, so now I also probably need to swap a second level spell. Don't need to cast resistances and have the ship resistances at the same time, I don't think.
All leads down into yet another cavern.
No?
Be nearing the heart of
No.
the Hobgoblin village.
The biggest thing is I've gotten used to having the thing collapsed because of the hardcore server.
Yeah, just keep it collapsed. Just look at yourself.
Oh, it's so bad. Just much rather look at the... Oh, the voice on... Oh, wait, never mind. We're on the regular server.
I'll put mine on.
On the regular server, I have the things in my cloak. Wasn't bad. What was the XP for that?
I got 583, but I'm not running a pod or anything. And it came in late.
678. But I'm not running a pot either, I don't think.
Yeah, it came in late. I probably had lost still.
Hey, Legion. Pretty good. Gwylens is here. I haven't done. Basically, I'm just working through the 7s.
Did you already do the Titan stream?
I think so.
Because I'll have to do those for the
Like
saga.
did I not do them with you? I feel like I did them with you.
Well, let me check. I don't remember now.
No, I have not done the last one.
No, I haven't done Bargain of Blood even.
Check the other ones though really quick. I feel like we did some of them. Maybe not. Maybe.
Bargain of Blood, no. Blacklock, no.
All right. Well then.
Storm the Beaches, no.
All right. Well, I've done. Done
There was
all
a
of the
day
side
that
turns.
you played that it was like Friday.
Yeah, because I thought you were gonna. I thought you were coming over here, but instead you said you did something else.
I was doing Reapers, like level 8 or 8 with my level 30.
Yeah, there's a lot of like, oh, we're just waiting for Beef to see what, because he had told me, and then sent you some messages, and you.
Yeah, Tabrell sent me a message like, I don't know, 6 minutes before you sent me that message and was like, hey, we're getting ready to do R8 Sharn. And I was like, yeah, okay. Plus the buddy weekend, that started for me to pass.
Yeah, I do not blame anyone for that. Just would have changed my plans. Done something different. Well, I knew I was ahead of you a little bit, so in that you're pretty good about like catching up on your own if necessary.
I mean, I can solo, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, that's what I was. That was my thoughts. And I don't mind doing things over again, or.
And yesterday, I didn't intend to, but Shao and Tina, a couple of my guildies, were doing like level 16, and I had just made an iconic paladin, so I played that with them, and basically went from 15 to 20 in one day. Because I wanted to have a DPS character at 30, so to run raids with. Because I'm going to TR my DPS cleric to a tank of some variety. So I made a charisma-based PDK paladin.
Oh, the PDK.
It's pretty good so far.
Collected 8 cylinders hidden by House Yarland. You must now use them on House Thorani's supply.
Let's try to find where my D-door was. I guess I didn't take it yet.
Oh, hello, sweet chest.
Hey, champ chest we missed.
Oh,
mimic we missed.
even better.
Kill Samus, not me.
What's her name's taking care of you? What?
This guy's one hit point left.
Oh god! Like he was lightning bolt to death. Why is he still running around? Yeah, so last night during pen and paper, I'm logged in, not really paying attention, you know, I'm just standing around like I do half the time when we're playing pen and paper. And Nathan sends me a message. He's like, I can't figure out how to complete this quest. I'm like, what quest are you in? He's like, Irestone Inlet. Oh god. So I look, he's level 3. So I'm like trying to talk him through what's left. He's like, yeah, I've got everything killed. I just can't find the person I'm supposed to talk to.
It's like, can you see the shrine on the map? No.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm like, I pull up the wiki. I navigate him textually through the thing. Then I'm like, all right, when you're done with the quest, Samus will be standing in front of you. So then I take him over to the Keep on the Borderlands, and I lead him over to where the Keep of the Borderlands quests are at, and stuff like that. I'm like, here, this is another tutorial-esque zone. Go wander around through here for a minute. But, yeah, he just was like casually running around the marketplace doing all the quests. Or through the harbor. Just doing the various quests.
That's how I learned to play.
Yeah, I feel like Irestone Inlet is probably not the quest that you want to be at that level range. Oh god.
Oh, you let that guy turn the traps on.
He like saw you. I turned around to lightning bolt him, but it was too late.
Dang it.
It's fine.
Guess I'll die in the traps.
Hang on, calm down. Do I have my... Alright, I got my heal scrolls ready to go. There you go. Heal you once through the traps and you're fine. Phew. No dying in the traps this day.
But I like dying in the traps. That way you have to do all the quests.
Nope, I raise
It's
you
right
too.
in your backpack.
I raise you. I'm like capable of doing the things.
If I eat the soul, you're gonna yell at me.
No, I'm not gonna yell at you. Eat a soul. I will admit I was like a little bit annoyed at people eating souls on the hardcore server once or twice, but I was like, on my Pale Master, the only one using SP, I think, to like kill things primarily in a group filled with like wizard inquisitives. I was just like, you guys have more than half mana on your wizard inquisitives. You're literally not casting a spell. You're using your mana to like to know the angles and stuff like that. Like, I get it, you need some mana, but do you need more than half? Like, you need 75% mana. But you know, it was fine. I didn't say anything. I didn't yell at anybody. I didn't like curse at anyone.
Your eyes sting as you pour the gray powder.
This felt like those guys in particular. They were the least amount of fun I had on the hardcore server. Was playing with those two guys. And I hope they watch this stream or this video or whatever at some point and figure out that I'm talking about them.
They're so vain, they probably think the stream is about them.
Yes, exactly. Except it really is. They were... the only bad time I had on the hardcore server. To the point where I literally apologized to the stream and told them that if I didn't need the Reaper experience, I would stop. I think I did one more quest after that.
Hold on, I just got a work email. Gotta make sure it's nothing important.
More
No worries.
supplies outcropping down the stairs.
It is not.
More are visible straight ahead on this side.
You learned a lesson today? What lesson was that?
Always wear dry socks.
That's an important lesson. Well, I just like casually took a shite ton of damage from...
Got light bearer troll.
No, the cold. The Reaper cast...
Oh, you had the Reaper dead by the time I got around the corner. I didn't see it.
well, he like... What's the ice spell that's like the equivalent of Scorching Ray, but the ice spell?
Nyax?
I don't think that's right.
Frostlance?
Yeah, Frostlance. Just, like, through my stuff was hitting me for 40 or 50. PDK Paladin, how do you do that? Question mark.
Well, you make it lawful good, and then you eat a +1 heart to get rid of that fighter level you have to take.
Good morning, Galahad. I'm on the Sarlona server, my guy. It's our main server, our home server this morning.
So yeah, you take one fighter level at level 1, and then you level 14 levels of Paladin, and you eat a +1 heart. That's if you want the capstone. I mean, you could just be like 18 paladin, 2 fighter if you wanted to.
Say there used to be the rage would have a couple of fighter levels for like.
The capstone is really good for charisma based because it's +4 charisma out of
That's pretty good.
whatever the new tree is. What is it called?
I don't know.
The one that
what
kills
the-
devils.
Knight of the Chalice is
Yes,
what it
that's
used to
the-
be called. I don't know.
It
if
is,
there's a
yeah,
new
that's what it's
one.
called. They just redid it.
I have not paladined again lately.
It's quite good.
That's what Tobrel keeps saying. And he's been playing it again, which should tell you.
But with
the
PDK,
most.
you can use Greatsword for hitting damage with charisma.
Correct.
And in the Knight of the Chalice tree, they have a thing for 2 action points that gives +2 to hitting damage with favored weapons and makes Greatsword a favored weapon.
So you also, one, you're from Brazil, welcome. You usually play on Sterling as well, but you're out of a PC right now. Yeah. Well, my general rule is if a viewer wants to group up and they're level appropriate, they're welcome to do so. So that would be sweet.
Oh, I was gonna take level 9, I didn't. Oh well.
Fight Prime. I think that's how that's probably intended to be said. Maybe not. Phonetic words in particular melt my brain hole. But thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the USS Fat Halfling. I think I'm going to be working on the Halfling tomorrow. I believe. Galahad, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the USS Fat Halfling. I don't know yet for sure, but Remington has been asked to work a overnight shift tomorrow, or tonight I guess. He told me about it yesterday. He worked a double last night, so he didn't have to work his evening shift today. Because he likes working the overnight shifts. He gets to like wear... He has to wear shorts instead of scrub bottoms. And
Scrub Bottoms was my nickname in high school.
no, it's still your nickname. What are you talking about, Scrub Bottoms? And he most of the time the evening shift is basically watching a bunch of old people sleep and then getting them up to go to the bathroom like at 4 in the morning or something, which is not a big deal. So he likes working the overnight shift. Apparently though, Remington, because he was trying to transfer to overnights because they're down a person, but the nurse that's in charge of his she got hit by that ambush when we walked out. The nurse that's in charge of his normal shift, his evening shift or whatever, blocked his transfer because he's quote unquote too good to go to evening shift.
Well, is she gonna give him the difference in pay out of her pocket then?
I think
I'd be mad. I'd be like, dude, you just cost me money. Like, what in the F?
yeah, I think there's something. I think she's the one who's like put him on the employee of the month track or whatever.
Does that pay money?
It does pay more when
Okay.
you're
Because I'd be like, yo, I'm trying to get that shift differential, and you're like bogarting that crap.
But he also is like constantly working doubles and overnights and stuff anyway, so like in addition to getting the overnight stuff, he's also
Remnant.
on that overnight or that whatever that track is. They have a lot of incentives for this particular old folks home, I feel. Maybe it's for all old folks homes, but
It's probably because they have a high turnover rate. I imagine most of those jobs are like high school kids and
yeah, I don't
fresh out of like college age people.
I don't know because they're all. I mean, CNAs and RN or RNs, and then LNs. Like they're all some sort of like degree.
Oh, I made it.
Whee! Hey, Carnage Trooper, you get melted. Chick, protect beef.
I'm fine.
Doesn't matter. Protect you anyway.
If I'm in danger, I'll squeal like a pig.
Well, her healing spells are not that great, so it's got to be in advance.
I noticed that.
She's just a little baby favored soul.
Just a wee babe.
DDO is a good alternative to pen and paper in Corona time. I think it's a good supplement most of the time. I still play my pen and paper game on Roll20 though. I think that's it. All the bonuses, yeah. So don't you know, do one or the, you know, don't have to just do one. You can. Like, I literally played pen and paper on yesterday. I think I got this chest looted, right?
You think we can get past that trap again to get that other chest?
Well, we can't undo that other trap, so I'm not gonna.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That is one of the things that I dislike about this build. It's the pure Wasorg.
Yeah, but it kills everything so fast. I mean, we just ran through R3 like it was elite.
Yeah, it's the reason why I picked this this build to do that on. Alright, so you need, like, the bloods and stuff, or, blood and
Turns chain,
whatnot
yeah.
again.
I'm gonna take level 9.
Okay. Yeah, I enjoy D&D, or DDO. That's the reason why I started playing it, was that, it was before we had really discovered, the various web services like Roll20 or whatnot. And we had tried doing things on...
Well, Roll20
like
didn't
Skype
exist
and
when this
stuff.
game was made.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there were other desktop, like, alternatives. Not pen and paper desktop, but, like...
14 years ago? Not really.
Again, I'm not talking about a Dungeons and Dragons desktop thing. I'm speaking more of, like, sharing a desktop where the DM could have worked a map or something. Like, there are other online alternatives that we could have done, but we hadn't really discovered things like that. Internet was really not as good as it is now, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, there were hurdles, so a lot of us played DDO as our hangout group alternative. We used the in-game chat because we didn't have a better service at the time. Stuff like that. But times have changed, and people have put together good tabletop sharing-esque websites and stuff. Or, put the key on.
I have Dimensional, I just didn't put it on my hotbar anywhere. Winning.
It happens. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I told everybody this, but Memory of Flight works on your horse.
Okay.
So if you're a Dragonborn and you wanna zoom even faster on your little horse for a second, you can wing around on your horsey.
If you would like to wing-a-ling. I want Fire Shield.
Oh, I failed to use a greater GH scroll.
And haste. And
That's right, folks. I just used a wand of create flaming darts, even though I'm sure because of the fact that I have not sold my junk loot, I probably had a throwing weapon on me.
And spawn screen just for Samus.
Oh yeah. It's actually slightly more. I was gonna tell people that in yesterday's DDO cast, but I forgot that you actually probably want to start taking spawn screen earlier than you were before, because of the catacombs changes. The increase of shadows now in spawn screen, or in catacombs.
Meh. Maybe on hardcore. I'll just die in life server, it's fine. Are you ready in the quest?
Yep.
Do you have a ranged weapon?
I literally talked about how I used a wand of flame arrow to make some flaming darts, so I didn't have to look through my inventory for a ranged weapon.
I do not have one. It's in my ship bag somewhere.
Am I going to do the whole chain? You need to watch. Sure. I mean, probably. I don't know if beef overlaps any of the quests with me or not.
I just told you I did 0 of these.
Okay, there you go. I was like tugging out slots because when I did them, there was the bonus.
You did this with forehand. Remember he tried to kill you? No, that was hardcore
That
server.
was hardcore server.
Yeah, I don't know. And I was there for that, wasn't I?
Apparently. Boink.
Gotta break all the boxes.
Gotta break all the boxes.
70 remnants. That's a lot.
That's pretty nice. Also, I think Trilogy, if you're interested, on my YouTube channel, I'm about 99% sure that I've got this chain in my tutorial section. That it seems incredibly unlikely to me that I would not have done these. Like, I typically do these every life. I find them to be very easy at this level range. Got snuck up on me, attacking my kidneys.
Your soft underbelly.
Yeah. My scales are only for show. They are not hard. I'm very soft Dragonborn. Oh god, Warhand did try to kill me.
I am dead.
You're
I'm
supposed to
dead.
scream like a girl, remember?
I took a lot of damage all at once. And I don't think that's what I said either.
I just
That's not very 2020 of you.
Scream like a girl?
Yeah.
Well, as a man who's been married for 20 plus years, I'll tell you right now, there is nothing that gets my attention and gets me motivated more on this planet than my wife's screams.
I believe I said squeal like a pig.
Ah, like a pig. That's not very 2020 of you. Pigs have feelings too. Hashtags pigs forever.
Hashtag pig lives matter.
Oh, man. But anyway, if for whatever reason you end up missing something, Trilogy, there are the series, or anybody else out there, there's a series of tutorial videos on my YouTube channel called The Road Most Traveled. And those are like my typical path from level 1 to 20 on the not hardcore server, here on the live server, doing R1s. And I kind of stop and talk about any and all tricks that I do, stuff like that. Things that are not dirty. So everything's done. Although how to put this? If there's a situation where like jumping over a prize or something is an option, I do I talk about it, or I'll walk through it. Like, I show you how to solve the Maze of Madness puzzle, and then I show you how to jump through it, etc.
The
So,
Maze of Madness. Click the D12.
yeah, so I was just like, wait a minute, where's my... Oh, there's my D-Door scrolls, but let's just click this D12 instead. Well, thank you for subscribing to the YouTube channel. Appreciate it.
Headed to the beaches.
Heading to the beaches. It's probably not faster. Probably should have went the other way. But I gotta pick up my end reward first in case I die on the heart. Oh wait. I also need to record the hardcore server season 2 like Path to Victory video or whatever.
I was gonna say you need to make a compilation of you dying, but there's only like 3 deaths. Or 2, maybe.
3, right?
I don't remember.
Samus gets killed in the wilderness.
I remember that.
Character 2 gets hit by the Reaper in the back.
Oh, that's right. And then you died
And then I...
when you weren't streaming.
Yeah, then I die when I wasn't streaming. To the elfiest elf.
I feel like that quest went very easily when we did it together.
Well, we were doing it on not Reaper.
The proper setting for hardcore.
I do not dislike doing things on Reaper on the hardcore server. I just like to make sure that I have 3 or 4 like solid people with me.
Alright, I don't have a ranged weapon, so
It's fine.
I'm just gonna have to go up top and kill everything.
I have some...
I have killed 1 ballista.
Okay, with the one where... Over by the one by itself.
Yes.
Okay.
The easiest one to kill. Whoa.
This will take a minute on this difficulty, though. But yeah, I don't know. Also, I had the incorrect flight or flight response in that particular situation. I know I've said that many times. I'm gonna do that build on live at some point as well and see how it works.
With 1,000,000 past lives, probably
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, with 1,000,000 past lives
In gear?
and, huh?
And gear.
And gear and all the pets and
Pets, what does that matter?
it was very pet, like it was looking for pets. What happened, my man?
I'm fine. Infernal Pact Water Elemental.
Well, that sounds like it should be shenanigans.
Well, you know, it's like resistant to all my attacks.
Yeah,
You know how it goes. And it hits really hard.
I mean you were negative 100. It seems like it hit okay.
Nope, now I'm at negative 16.
Basically the same thing. Oh, I didn't summon the chick.
I'm fine, I'm right by the shrine. Just don't come in here if you don't want to die.
Oh, I'm still working my way through the ballistas.
Alright, it's dead.
So this ballista right here is not in the same position from Reaper to, or the epic version of this quest and the heroic version of the quest, and I don't know why. But the angle is much different on the epic version of this quest. Last time we were in here together, you died.
I just died twice.
Wow. Rip.
And also, that's not true. I died in the epic version, which is quite different.
Jump hard out of the water.
How's it going, Nate?
Oh, he ninja'd in.
I do that, I ninja.
So what's up, Big Papa?
Nothing. Just talked to my dad for like an hour and a half.
Oh yeah? Is he getting you back on the diet? Did he talk some sense back into you?
I figure I'll get back on it when I'm not like stuck in my house.
Oh, so never. Because this is the new
Figure
way.
it out.
This is how we live now.
Well,
Pretty much.
then I don't have to worry about it because no one wants to see my fat, ugly face.
Aww. Ripped fat ugly faces. You just gotta get a house where you can go places and then you never leave your house because you're always there.
Yeah. Just have a house big enough to have a mall in it. Yeah, that seems about right.
A mall?
Yeah.
You need a mall in your house?
Well, I mean, that way I can just walk around.
How else will you defeat your enemies without a weighted stick?
Oh, that's fair. You know, I don't have a mall, but my father made my wife his version of like a Harley Quinn replica hammer from the first Suicide Squad. I guess there's only one Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah.
That thing weighs.
Samus, I've destroyed the crystal.
No! It's fine now.
Dare you.
He literally yelled at me for like 15 minutes last time
Still
I did that.
pissed off about it.
How dare you destroy his crystal? She was a nice lady.
Yeah. But she made bad life choices.
I mean, can't argue there.
Oh. So we can get, when we get Nate caught up a little bit more, I said right now he's, are you still level 3?
Yeah. About halfway through the last little bar.
So you're almost 4.
Almost.
I was gonna say if we can get him within range of 9, we can go do anniversary events until people's eyes bleed / everyone's get their mats.
I don't need to do that many. Oh, you're about to kill the last ballista. That's convenient for me.
I'm working on it.
I'm gonna try and kill 5 pirates.
Okay, before or after I kill this ballista?
Well, it doesn't matter. It's optional XP either way.
Well, I just mean, did we make sure that we got our 10 kills? Yeah, we did.
Oh, I've killed way more than 10 things.
10 things.
Well, I failed. Turns out you need to keep displacement on when you're in High Reapers.
That is pretty true.
Perfect. The Rite of Shame.
Oh, jiggity. Now to go see if I can remember where to stand to open that chest without getting slayed.
Your king has arrived. Arrived, people. Never failure.
But now you get to like turn around and loading screen to Keep of the Borderlands and then loading screen to the airship.
I did not do that.
Just got on
I
your
did.
horse and
Yeah,
rode.
I got to ride by Baudry, see how he's doing.
Alright, so I think if I stand on this bed like right here, I can open this chest without getting
Back
murdered.
back left corner. Or back, as you're looking at the chest, back right corner. With your butt towards the wall, you can get it.
Yeah, right here is safe on this bed. Looks like the entirety of the bed was safe. And there was no mimics, so sad day for us. Nate has seen me mad before. Stream.
Did I see you mad before?
I think so. I've lost it at Cub a couple of times. Cub pisses me
Yeah,
off.
but that's
with
easy
it.
to do.
That's fair. I don't know. Maybe not. Don't go shields down very often. I also, Nate, put resistances on the boat today because the Brits were asking about them, so...
Okay.
When you're down in the cargo hold, there'll be some new things to click, and if you keep the... Oh, you're already here. Ha! No, that's Willow. Never mind. You can click on the resistance shrines, and they make the harbor quests a lot easier.
What kind of character are you playing?
Me?
Yeah.
I have a halfling warlock.
Interesting.
I didn't get to him in time.
I'm more interested that you chose to pay for a class.
Well... Yep.
Why
Didn't
did
you
you
have
choose
some
halfling?
points?
Because they look so cute?
Because I couldn't play a tiefling.
I see.
So I chose to pay for a class I would rather play than a race.
I'm headed to Blacklock soon.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Since he's at least new on the server, right? I think you said you played a little bit on someplace else. But he's at least new to the server, so he should rack up a pretty large pile of TDO points pretty quickly. So hopefully by the time
maybe.
he...
Depends on how fast you do those quests, right?
Yeah. Well, and because he's free to play, he can't go in on Elite without somebody to open for him. But
Right.
when he gets kind of caught up, we should be able to help him out with some things. But I don't want to push him too far. I want to make sure he continues to feel like he contributes.
These gods look and smell.
In the level 5 that I'm playing, he can't do Reaper anyway, so...
I don't have anything that low, but I can make a new character
Yeah.
and just not put any gear on it, and it would be equivalent.
I was looking for some sort of armor to put on, and I think I found 2 Vestments of Light.
What are you, a monk?
Yeah, I'm about 2 levels of Monk, 3 levels of Ranger. I have no idea what I was doing at the time.
Yeah, right. If you play a ranger, seriously, you want to go pure right now as a Tempest.
Yeah, this thing is... So, like... It's a 32-point build, so obviously it was built in the first... Or, it's a older character. It's still got, like, its...
No,
All of the
32-point
kicks.
build is the default for you.
It is, but I mean, so it's not, like, the oldest? Because if it was, like, somebody from the old one, it would still be a 28-point build. Is what I mean. But it's older, because it still has, like, all the anniversary cakes and everything. And like all of the various anniversary prizes and
Yeah. I mean, I have a level 4 cleric, but it's like full of junk loot.
yeah. Well, he was not without junk loot. Like he was currently using like a shock longsword and a acid dagger. I think was his weapon selection at the time.
I just meant that level 4 cleric, his entire bank and inventory are full of the old shield scroll shard stuff crafting.
Oh yeah. Those things all go in bags now.
Well, I have way more than would fit in all of my bag.
Trying to buy 3
Oh, these could be
bags.
mimics too. This would be a good quest to farm for mimics.
Yeah. The best one I still think is Vaughn 2.
Nope. It is Temple of Elemental Evil Part 1.
So I'm gonna finish my sentence, The reason why you do Vaughn 2, and this is one of those things that if it gets fixed, no complaining, but the first Beholder chest doesn't ransack. So it continues to spawn mimics forever.
The mushroom collectibles in Temple of Elemental Evil also do not rent. Those little tiny chests that drop those collectibles.
But it is always there and is very quick to get.
Yes, but there's like 30 chests in Temple of Elemental Evil Part 1.
Potentially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to kill a beholder and loot the chest.
But
Which-
also the loot is good.
Oh yeah, no, this is just for if you wanna take 20 seconds or probably 30 seconds, maybe 20 seconds. 20
Also,
seconds to take a
you don't
shot
have
at
to have a
the-
character at a weird level, because you'd have to be level 20 to 24 or like 6 to 12 to get the at the chest. But the Epic Temple of Elemental Evil, you can be capped at 30. That's the wrong way. So if you have a capped character that you do raids with, they can do a Temple of Elemental Evil run
There you
pretty
go.
efficient.
That's a sound logic if you're capped. I don't even know if I have a character that's capped. I say that, but I'm pretty sure I actually lying. I think I have one. But I'm not 100%. You know what? I can find out.
That's a Demon Soul. You can kill that guy.
Okay. The big lightning. Alright, you good for a second?
Yep.
Alright. Level 30's in my guild. Tobrel. One of the Brits.
Trogbrel.
Well, Trogbrel's in there. Michael, a Brit. The wife? It's weird. I didn't know the wife had somebody. Oh, Butterscotch is level 30.
Yeah,
There
but
you
I
go.
don't think you could solo that quest by yourself.
No, I could not. And
On that
Jerry.
character. When's the last time that character logged in?
8 months ago.
Yep.
I looked at that earlier today. I saw that. I'm like, wow, it's been 8 months.
He hates you.
I don't mind. I understand what it's like. He's got his various static groups on the other servers that he plays with, and
What if we call that guild on Hardcore last season? He's hated you
Tryhards.
ever since then.
tryhards.
You got really mad at that.
I don't think he's hated me, but he has
You
been
know what I
upset
mean.
since then.
It's the tryhard server. I mean, everyone over there is a tryhard. They're all
Oh.
VIPs. They're all trying not to die. They're all
Yeah,
playing
well.
the best build they can.
That's what I'm saying. We were trying it hard.
Everyone. Everyone over there. No one's over there casually like, ah. Except Ginger Spice, who played everything on hard.
Well, and I was trying to talk forehand into that. Again, there are some people over there whose their goals are just to like get to level 20 and the 1750 favor. What what part of this quest did you not understand until just now, Trilogy?
Slice, you're my Huckleberry.
So I got a weird thing that happened yesterday. At least weird for me. Oh, one of these. is gonna
Double
mimic us.
chesticle.
One of these is gonna mimic for us, right? Come on. Son of a bitch.
No.
So what was I doing? Oh, I got up because I couldn't sleep. Did some work. Was getting ready to make something to eat around 2-ish. Oh, we had gone to the hardware store while Remington was gone. So I bought a bunch of stuff for the bus that I'm gonna need for this week because I'm gonna try to get some stuff done. And we get home, I get everything unloaded. I'm trying to make something to eat. You're just gonna straight up shrine. And the wife goes, "So, are you gonna watch your brother's wedding?" I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, "Did you not see the message?" I go, "No, I don't know what you're talking about." She goes, "Yeah, so they decided a couple of days ago that they were going to move the wedding up a week so they could still get before Monday's lockdown because the preacher or pastor, whoever was doing the ceremony, wouldn't be able to do it after the lockdown. And they're just going to Facebook it live to everybody." I'm like, okay.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
So...
I told you my stepsister had a baby. You know, they had to like Skype everybody instead of letting them go to the hospital.
So we watched my brother's Matt's wedding on Facebook Live. Who's less than an hour away. I could have just gone, but they're like, "Yeah, we just changed it to certain friends only." Like my mother didn't even go, and his father didn't even go. I was like, wow. Figured they would have gone regardless.
Remnant.
Storm the Beaches quest. I didn't do that one yet on hardcore. But you've done this one you're considering doing right now. Yeah. Your goal is to get to 1750 and level 20. So, if your goals are to 1750 and level 20, there's no reason for you to do elites the whole way.
That's true. I would try and get all the elites like level 6 and under. That's pretty doable.
Yeah, I mean, anything where you feel very comfortable, obviously, but if you are uncomfortable in any way, grab your hireling, grab your it's another fragment.
Also, like, don't be ashamed to pike. Like, if you're in a group and they're pretty capable, just be like, "Oh, I gotta go AFK, you guys," and then just like stand at the door. What are they gonna do? They might kick you out at the end of the quest, but like, whatever, you got your favor. I'm not above that.
Oh, and I always feel like even if your contribution is less, you should give it, try to contribute. But
Generally, I would agree, but if you're just like, I really feel like I'm gonna die in this quest, I don't know what I'm doing, whatever.
well, I mean, even if it's like, say, something that you're inexperienced in, or whatever, you can take a more conservative role.
Mimics?
No sign of concern about what awaits him.
Go to the other area for mimics?
Yeah, I'm down. Because we have not gotten one in this
Only one door in the black
quest, and we should get
No, we've opened like 9 chests.
Yeah, I feel like we're due. We're very due, I think. But we did get 2 like back to back in that other quest, so. But I usually feel like it's pretty consistently.
It seems like
If
it's
not
like
every
a
third,
1 out of
you
5.
definitely
1 out of 5.
Yeah, I feel like I usually get 1 out of 4 at the latest. Sometimes you get on a really good track of 1 out of 3.
Yeah, I would put it somewhere between 20 and 25% chance every chest.
I would give you that. I feel like it's more like 1 and 4. None.
None. Zero.
None.
0 mimic.
Wow, I feel like we were just robbed real hard.
7 regular chests and we had 2 champ chests. That's 9 chests and we didn't get any. Pretty bad odds.
Wonder if they turned this quest like off of the story quests, dropping mimics. I don't know.
I don't think
Cool.
so.
What's my trash can look like now? I think it's a crossbow.
Did you buy the dragon trash can? Or you didn't buy it, but enter your code?
Yeah, I got my code, but it's not on this character. I think Java's got it. Must not have it on me right now. Okay, well, never mind. Ready to do this one?
No, somehow? Oh, because I didn't turn and storm the beaches.
I gotta go back and get a higher
'Cause I
person.
died.
But anyway, I feel like most people can contribute some, even if they have to take a very, very reduced role. Show me your folder of ladies. So anyway, the reason I kept taking that
Folder
favorite
of
soul,
ladies? Or is it Mitt Romney?
I think I am in wrong.
Binders full of women?
My binder's full of women. Is because that chick has freedom of movement, and I've not had her casted on any of us yet. So I'll try to remember to do that.
As you enter, you are surprised to hear the clamor of battle and the cries of the wounded.
I still think you're trying to, like, maybe trying is the wrong word, but I still think you look like at least a character from the Hellboy universe.
Also, Hellboy is red. I'm not red.
He is, but he's also sometimes like very dark. I feel like you're definitely a character from that universe.
I think that you're racist against Tiefling, and you think they all look like Hellboy.
Oh, I 100%. I forgot to take. Oh, that's what I was going to take a level 2 instead of. Since I don't need resistance anymore, I was going to take False Life. I've really come around with False Life on Reaper.
You're allowed to like bad spells if you like.
Well, because it's the temporary hit points and you can spam it as a wizard, it's kind of like an arcane. It's another way to assist with the healing. And I found it to be very good on the hardcore. It's probably less good on here where I have 400 some hit points, but I'd rather have too many hit points than not enough hit points.
Just fill your spell book up with like Daze Monster. It'll be
Daze
fine.
Monster. I feel like I'd rather have hit points than Daze Monster.
Other spells I've never cast.
I think you would probably like False Life.
No. I don't care about 20 hit points.
I don't know, man. Sometimes 20 hit points is the difference. But more importantly, the ability to gain 20 hit points a lot when you're on your arcane. Like, hi, Plague Reaper. Leave me alone. 20 hit points. Sometimes it's enough to buy time.
Your game noises are loud today.
I turned my sounds back on since we're not on the hardcore server anymore.
They seem louder than... They're louder than my game noises through the stream. I'll just tell you that.
Is it too loud?
It's pretty loud.
Die away. The
Might be a little too high then.
sweeps open.
Usually they're around here, and then I turn DDO down to like 80% in general.
Dust covers the tunnel floor.
We'll give that a shot. We'll adjust it slightly.
Is the stench wafting up from
See what people say in the chat. If
from the
the sound needs adjusted anymore, just let me know what you guys think.
the rats down below. Pay the filthy no mind.
I don't have to have game sounds on at all for me personally, but I know people like it. What are the mysterious remnants? So, when you kill champs mostly, right?
Well, only champs.
Only champs. You have an opportunity to drop a chest or those
Speaking of which, there's remnants down by the rats.
or these remnants, and these remnants can be collected for certain in-game rewards.
For instance, you can buy the hat that I'm wearing. It looks like a little crown of flame.
Why is this getting caught?
You
up
can
here?
buy tomes.
I was gonna say
so
the
you can get
tomes.
like extra melee power, range power, spell power, PRR and MRR. Both of those are like ways to mitigate damage.
You can buy, and I don't always recommend this, but I was doing it on the hardcore server. You can buy stat attribute potions.
Yep.
Like the store potions of like your ability. So you could get like an extra +2 to a given stat or series of stats.
I have failed this jump more
I've-
times today than I have ever failed it in my
I feel the
life.
same way right now. Like I'm getting, I don't know if it's a amount of lag or if it's something else, but I'm like getting blown incorrectly.
Which is a terrible feeling. Too many teeth.
I mean, come on. No such thing as too many teeth. Alright, I got the thingy. But yeah, there's a few things. You can also get like, what is it, like a cosmetic pet. If you're
Maybe,
into
yeah, I've
that.
never tried to get that. I don't know. Sometimes they have special stuff on sale, like you can get a potion of death ward that never depletes. It
Yeah.
just has like a cooldown. Or a freedom of movement potion, same deal.
Or displacement.
Yeah,
there's
that's
another
the
one.
worst one.
It's got a shorter timer, but it is pretty bad.
Also, do you have a freedom of movement potion?
I do. I have the ones from the Cove.
Well, they should be the same.
They
But
are
one of
the
my
same.
guildies said that the freedom of movement potion was lasting for 15 minutes, so you might test that. It might have messed.
He is incorrect for me. I just drank it in his tin.
Well, he had 2 arty levels, and I was like, maybe
That
that's affecting
problem. There could be a thing in there with the arty levels. Some of those things do interact weird sometimes.
it. It's not supposed to with just 2 arty levels, but you never know. Oh, we both have to dance through these traps. That's fun.
We do. It's gonna be great.
Blood-tide pirates roam the hall,
Oh, big purple. Alright, hold
Ouch.
still. Oh, I rolled a 1. Rolled
Yeah.
another 1.
You just don't have scrolls. Or not scrolls, wands.
No, I just have the scrolls. I'm sure you would disagree with me, but I rewatched Endgame last night to try to calm down and go to sleep. And that is got a lot of extremely moving moments in that movie. It was very enjoyable.
Like when Ant-Man reconnects with his daughter. That was
Oh,
really moving
man.
to me.
I don't know. The one that always messes me up the most is the very, very beginning. obviously in Iron Man's passing, but
Oh, the
that
Hawkeye,
Hawkeye
thing. Yeah,
scene always crushes me.
yeah, that's pretty emotional for sure.
Are there disabled boxes for those traps in the hallways? Yes. But they are generally somewhere down in the trap a little bit. But yeah, you can disable those traps. You get this fragment over here.
I did.
Okay. I saw you like wiggle, but Plague Reaper. He killed it. I think I got him.
Come on into the traps.
Pirates stand over prone
They're nice and warm.
Chicks here.
Forgot to put my Iron Stone back on.
I was wondering why your mana was going down so fast.
Well, also I'm spamming maximized spells.
Oh yeah, I'm still not doing that. Pardon me. The traps don't always hurt the bad guys, but
That's true.
they hurt enough that
of the tower.
it still helps.
The tower's exterior teems with pirates, screaming.
The quests where the traps are not reciprocal, I feel are very annoying.
Generally newer quests. What makes the best death noise in this game?
I don't know.
You don't have a favorite?
No, I remember I didn't really play with noises on at all until the stream basically asked me to. So it's not something that I mentally record, I don't think.
Wow.
Oh, I just lied. Beefs. Beefs make the best.
Wow.
They make a wow noise.
How did that guy kill me so fast?
You got triple shot or something?
I gotta have for 65, 65, 31,
65,
302,
65.
195, 130, and 83. Like all, like instantly. That's incredible.
Yeah, I would have thought you got one-shotted. I don't know if I would have.
It was more than one attack according to my combat log.
So I'm saying I don't know if I would have thought that you had been hit a bunch of times.
I didn't see a big number on my screen, and so I was like, how did that happen? That's why you don't play Reaper 3 on the hardcore mode.
It's just fear talking here. Let's go.
Did you do any Reaper 3 quests?
Yes, I think.
One Into the Mists or something?
I do not recall. I feel like Ion was doing some R3 stuff, and I joined him for some things. I do not. I think they were low level stuff. But I did many more twos than I would say that I did threes, and I did a lot of ones as opposed to like twos. That makes sense. So I probably did like at the maximum 5 R3s, or I probably did like 20
There's
R3s.
only like 3 or 4 quests I would even consider it, and that's like Grey Moon Waning 1 and 2,
Oh, so good.
Into the Mist. The pre-quest is Orange Cipher. These water elementals only on Epic?
I don't remember.
I don't see them.
I guess so. Alright, hashtag where's my mimics? I gotta go sell now. This might be a life that I just take Gilder down or something instead of the XP. Maybe not.
Need a few minutes AFK.
It's all good.
Have you done the pit?
No.
Would you like to do that?
Yeah, I'll start that in a minute.
Well, you don't have to start it unless you want to. I'll come
That's
back in a
fine.
second.
I don't mind starting it. Do I need red? No. Wow, so much trash. Nate, are you still there?
Yup.
Are you in quest?
Yep.
Okay. Got. I won a auction for you, which now means I can send you this +1 and this +1 to +2 Charismatome. Yoink. There you go. Alright, so you got more mail.
Hooray, mail.
Yay! It's disease. Next level's gonna be real good though. Alright, while we're checking on things. We got Legion Gaming give us some hearts this morning. As well as T-Series, my YouTube, I've never heard of that guy before. And Weasel Bass, I haven't heard of that guy before either. But I do enjoy it when people are picking up on that small streamer hashtag. Alright. You guys are in for, I was going to say a real treat, but I don't even know if that's going to be the case or not, because we're going to do the pit on R3. So, I do the pit in a very particular way. In my mind, the secret to the pit is basically learning the map and learning how to kind of follow along with what's going on. This is a pretty complicated map compared to other maps in DDO to follow. But once you kind of understand how to interpret the map, it makes things a lot easier. The key to understanding this map is this and this. These two things represent this pillar and that pillar right there, which means it's the ramps up and down that go around there. Once you kind of have that down as your central idea, from there it's a matter of figuring out, okay, up or down from there, which we can discuss later. But for now, try to figure out how the map and try to figure out how to recognize different symbols in the map, and it'll make your life very easy. Or easier, anyway. That is the primary way to kind of know what's up. Alright, so this first room, once you look at it and you recognize this room, that is the matter of the nine levers in the 3x3 pattern. If you look at that, you'll recognize, oh, okay, that's a, 1, 2, 3 by 3 grid. Kind of makes a little bit of sense.
The backup generator room is filled with strange levers and runes.
There's almost always a Reaper in here with all these oozes, so I'm just taking a second to look around just a little. Just beat these things down with an ice storm. Like, there has to be a better way than spending eternity to... Yeah, the ice storm will do it faster than me clubbing things with my spells, my other spells. There's not a lot of quests I go out of my way to make sure that I break all the breakables. This is the big one. But any of the quests where there's a destroy optional or a breakables optional involved is usually one of the ones that I'll kind of transition into that. Hardcore is done, my man. We have achieved all of our hardcore goals.
As the final rune lights, the room shutters. The generator rumbles to life.
Excuse me. The only reason we go back to the hardcore is if somebody like you or Tobrel or somebody asks for help. Alright, so now that we finished this first room, look at the map again, and we're going to recognize that there are 3 furnaces. So the 3 rooms that have the same look to them. And then we're going to go, okay, that's on the opposite side from where we're at. Either up or down. Well, they're as high up as we can go. So we're just going to jump over, find the other pillar. Be here on the map. And we're gonna look. We're gonna look up. The only room up above us has a force field on it. We're gonna look down. Down. Ah, see? Now we found the room that doesn't have a force field on it and is yellow. So now we're gonna fall down to that room. It's pretty simple. You just have to think through how the map is giving you information. But no, we got a Reaper cloak. We've got our horse. We've got our level 20 cloak. So we've accomplished all the goals for the hardcore server that we care about. If somebody asks us for help, we'll go back over there and starting from scratch. I would not be opposed to having a character higher on the leaderboard for favor again, just in like theory. But I was 22 or 23 when I TR'd, just under 5,200, and that's good enough for me for now anyway. Oh, we took 2 ticks of damages. Let's give a big boy lightning bolt. Oh, gravity, why? Walk too far. Isn't his paladin build supposed to be a tank? Don't. It's not. Okay. Last I heard, he was doing. He wanted his paladin build. It was a tank, but had DPS. Attributes. Well, that is often how Tobrel builds his tanks, his DPS tanks. Man, quite a few shenanigans today, huh? Khalid, love my builds on YouTube and really helping with the Wiz Life. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, that Wiz Life, a lot of people actually have commented on that. I definitely feel like it is.
The barrier surrounds the elemental, channeling
one of the more survivable wizard lives. Oh, and I gotta go back up there because I fell. Lame. It's fine. Fell because I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on. I don't know, man. Again, there are people out there who like the Sword and Board Paladin, but he is very strong in his convictions when it comes to certain things. So what we're going to do is we're going to pretend like we didn't fall down. Those of you who were interested. So we're over here, we just pulled this lever, and instead of falling down like a fool, we come over here. Alright, so if you, it's hard to tell, but there's a little, maybe I can do it with Ice Storm. Do it with Ice Storm way up here. New web. There we go. So there's a bench right here, or a thing like this that sticks out from the wall. That's a trap. Don't fall for that. Instead, aim for over there. And just jump directly to it. Even if you don't have Featherfall on, you should generally jump and grab that that ledge. No, I don't know if it's hard-headed, because he will change his he'll change his mind on things if there's enough evidence. It's just that the amount of evidence you need to kind of convince him that he is incorrect is substantial. Alright, so I typically don't run this quest as if I had D-Door. But in this case, D-Door is going to save us like 3 minutes of running around. So I'm going to go ahead and... Is Beef AFK in the quest? There's her. He is. Okay. Try to open this.
I'm doing the security traps.
Oh, sweet.
You can skip this area if you'd like.
No, I'll jump up there and at least show people. But, I'm going to go ahead and D-Door back up just to save a bunch of time. But otherwise, you just run back up here. It's not the end of the world.
I wonder if we can get a Mimic underwater down here.
I hope not.
Interesting.
The security system appears to be powered by several rune-covered wheels.
Do I need to go back and do the rune wheel, the purple rune wheel? Looked at it and it did not look correct to me, but I did not. Yeah, I think that's correct. Yeah, it's Candy Cane. And that is hat.
Oh, I got held. Did not have my Harper Pen quick access. Champion caster. This needs one more spin. Orange is the H. Thanks.
Yep. Sorry. I did get a little bit more sleep than I've been getting on average this week. But not a lot more. I had a weird dream, in my opinion.
Place. A loud pop comes
I
from the
was...
center of the room.
I don't know how to describe this without sounding like a crazy person. But I was a rebellious teenager that was basically, I'd stolen my father's cell phone and I was going to run around and do some stuff overnight and late into the evening. But I also was the father. So like at the same time I was the dad of to myself.
Ah, good job, Fry.
You are grounded.
Well, the thing is like I just remember being disappointed in myself. Why would you?
You don't have to be your own dad to be disappointed in yourself.
I guess
Yeah,
not.
Just be
I
disappointed
was-
in yourself.
But I was like, why? I don't know why you would steal my cell phone and then stay out all night. And I was like, but it's my cell phone too. It's like, no, it's my. I don't know. It was weird. But I was in my I ran away from my childhood home, which is also weird. I don't know what was going on the last couple of days. Brain melt is strong. So it actually, that woke me up enough that I started registering the pain, and that got me the rest of the way out of bed.
Oh, what woke you up? Lots of pain. Seems great. Let's go back to bed.
Yeah, that's not how that works. And then about half an hour, 45 minutes later, the alarm went off, and I was like, alright, well, just get out of bed. Alright, so this optional chest is a little bit more difficult to get to, but it's the same logic as the previous one. The difference is that instead of being a room with breakables and the danger being like one. Oh, are you in a position you're gonna let me shoot you? Ow.
Alright, so I should raise my
You should what?
intelligence now?
No. Not ever on a cleric. No, you want charisma.
I have +4 to charisma. It's at 19.
You want it as high as you can get it. It affects the saves that the monsters save against your crowd control spells, like tentacles and
Okay,
wet.
so then that's maxed. What's the next one I go
It's
with?
not 20 is not the max.
Well, I can't put any more points in it.
Oh, you're making a new character.
I can't hear you over my idiot dog. Hold on.
Excellent. Alright, let's Jibbers.
Why'd you die?
There's a beast mark
Oh yeah, say no more.
caster up here, and Hit me for like 160 some
Yeah,
points of
beast
damage.
marks are bad news.
Come on. Oh, stupid feather fall. But yeah, 160 point that light damage, and I was already taking a little bit of damage before. We should be able to get to the shrine, or close to the shrine before we died. Oh yeah, look at that. Did it. I didn't hear what he was rolling.
I just thought he was talking about leveling up his warlock, but it
I did
sounds
too.
like he's making a new character.
Yeah. It is what it sounds like.
I'm back. So I have max for right now for charisma.
Okay, first things first. You are making a new character, not leveling
No,
up your
I'm
current
going
one,
level
right?
4.
Okay, then you don't have max charisma.
Well, I have as much as they'll put me in.
Okay. So you only get one skill point, or one attribute point every 4 levels.
Yep. I know it looks like you can put stuff in the other one, but like, since you put one in charisma, if you click like strength or whatever, it'll
move it.
lower.
Okay.
Right.
But I'm just asking for the next.
Charisma, all of them in charisma.
Yeah, always charisma.
It increases the amount of spell points you have, as well as how hard it is to resist your spells.
And then spellcraft for my skill point.
You only have one skill point?
I have 2.
Okay, then yes, you want spellcraft. And what warlock pact did
He
you take?
did Fey,
Fey.
so he needs...
Okay, then you want to
Perform.
put your other skill point in perform, because perform increases the amount of sonic damage that you do. And then if you have any more after that, you want to do concentration.
I have a bunch in concentration first because I wanted. So I'll just start putting them in to perform since I don't have any.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that's what you wanted to
An
do.
engraving on
Yeah,
the
it's
wall.
weird. They just added that like a year ago or so, maybe
So
2.
I'll just start building up my perform a bit, and then I'll work back into spellcraft because I've got 2 points in spellcraft right now.
Yeah, you want that as high as you can get it. You want
Okay.
that more than you want concentration.
Yeah, well, I have concentration at the most because it sounded like the one I wanted the most, but
What that does, the functionality of that is when monsters hit you, if you're in the middle of casting a spell, yeah, it's like easier to keep casting it instead of.
yeah, which is what I was more worried about. But then again, this is basically the first time I went about doing it.
No worries.
Well, and also you're probably realistically just going to play that character to get your favor to make 32 point builds, and then you'll likely either re-roll or you'll
You
use
can
a
LR.
heart.
Yeah.
Do an LR.
Now I have a class feat.
Yeah, that is based on what pact you chose. You get something different.
Looks like I get beguiling defense.
So sometimes only showing people the right thing is terrible.
If you had chosen either of the other 2 packs, you wouldn't have to put any points in any stuff except spellcraft. Only the sonic damage scales off of perform and not spellcraft.
Well, there you go. Alright, so let's see. Do I want Dispel Magic?
No,
Blur?
blur's really good.
Blur.
Oh, this is a good spot to probably get Mimic. No Mimic. Yeah, is it possible they turn the Mimic hunt off?
No, I got mimics this morning.
Well, but they could have turned it off at any time.
Oh well, I suppose then.
Like, is it possible they turned it off by accident when they turned off the double, the buddy boost?
Alright, so I have cone.
Oh, what am I doing? You already did this. We're going to the Energon Cube.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm at the Energon Cube right now.
Yeah, for whatever reason, I had misread where we were at, and I was working on turning off the lever.
Yes,
Like-
I did do that.
I'm like, why are there no lightning traps? There are 2
I'm
chests
just-
up there in that room, by the way.
Are they mimics?
No, you had already
I don't
got
care.
the stuff. You're getting them on that right now? Okay. We just have not gotten any in a very long time. We've just been unfortunate, I guess.
Whose body's blocking my puzzle? I don't like it.
Yeah, Beef is actually a lot more familiar with the Warlock than like I am. So he
Hello.
would be good to help out with your low-level Warlock play.
I'm bad at remembering the name of stuff, so that is not going to be very helpful.
Well, yeah, that's fine. Because I've been doing the Soul Eater, which apparently isn't the
An engraving on the wall reads,
most common one, tree run.
That's the one with Stricken and Consume.
Yeah.
Those abilities are really good if you have Maximize and Empower metamagics, because you can maximize and empower them for 0 spell points.
I got the maximize spell.
So on your Stricken ability, when it's on your hotbar, if you right click on it, it'll show all the meta magics that are available, and you can click on it and toggle all, and it costs no extra mana to be able to do that with those abilities.
You do that with both?
Yeah, Stricken and Consume.
Well, that's something I didn't know. That'll probably make him hit a little harder.
It would definitely make them hit a little harder. I had no idea what feats
Well,
he had.
and I
in
just
advance.
got the cone. So
Cone
that's,
is great.
I'm trying to decide if I want to put the last point I have for the last level of Hungering Destruction, or
I've
saying the Tainted Spell Casting is the next one. Feigned Health.
If I were you, once you get the cone, I would stop putting points in that tree and put points in one of the other trees because they're a little bit better.
Okay, well, then I guess the question is it better to go with the Enlighten or the Tainted?
It depends on what you want to do. If what you want to do is like crowd control spells, then the Tainted Scholar. If what you want to do is kind of be like kind of tanky and DPS stuff down with your damage, then the Enlightened Spirit.
Yeah, it's probably the better for leveling too.
They're both different. I mean, the crowd control is great if you have other people to run with. If you're soloing, then Enlightened Spirit's probably better.
Okay, then we'll just.
Oh, that's not the button I meant to push.
The Enlightened Spirit has a lot of like temporary hit points that you can get out of that tree,
Yeah.
which gives you a lot of survivability, which is nice. As well as it gives you extra light damage on your blasts, so it gives you a little bit more DPS.
Well, let's say the big one, I guess, is the Aura, but you don't want to do the Aura.
You can do the Aura. Aura's fine. But there's also a tier 5 and also the level 12 core enhancement in Enlightened Spirit. I think it's a level core enhancement. But anyway, there's 2 different bursts that you
Yeah.
can use. And they're kind of like a cleave attack. It's an AoE around you that does your damage. And you can also maximize and empower those for no extra spell points. So they hit real hard if you want them to. You want me to pull this lever?
Either way's fine. I'm just getting the leap up delay, like always. Let's see. Unifax says I was real close to 80 mimic tokens, so I bought some mimic bait, tearing up some chests with your max level character. That's in Ironstone Inlet. Thought you had to be within a certain level range. Maybe that's without the mimic bait. Mimic bait makes you show up no matter what level you are. Okay. Yeah, I know it's
I believe that's untrue. I believe the chest still has to be a level appropriate chest.
Oh, he says he's running around and getting them in Ironstone Inlet, so...
As like a level 6?
He says it is max level character.
Oh, okay. I will tell you that the mimic bait does not work in raids, because we tried it.
There's a mimic. So we just hadn't had one in like a really long time is all.
Rip.
Yeah, I just raised that too. Did I get this chest looted? I did. Okay. Oh, Gravestone. Whoa! Whoa! Lag! Why?
Because of reasons.
There's a nonsense amount of lag around there. Sorry about that, folks.
The mimic food is also really expensive. We priced it out, and it was like at the cheapest option, it was like 45 cents per mimic token.
That's with a group of 6?
Channeling their essences into the furnace.
Yeah, I think so. It's either 35 or 45. It might have been 35 cents per, but still, that's a lot when you need 80 to buy an item.
Alright, I'm gonna go
You know what I
shrine
mean?
the-
That's like $30 worth of GDO points to buy one item.
I'm gonna go shrine in the bilge control room and then D-door up to the top. Unless you want to go get the muck chest before.
I cannot hurt that guy, so if you want to do that, it's gonna be all
I
you.
would also have to like heal the hireling through it, I think.
An engraving on the wall reads, "To the bilge control room."
Greetings.
Hey, morning.
Greetings, hail, and well met.
Oh,
Oh, my friends, comrades, another
let's start
mug
shooting
of beer
people.
for everyone. Thank you, Sam, for the money you sent.
Yeah. Said other than logging on every once in a while to roll my daily dice, I'm done with the hardcore server unless somebody wants to go from needs help going to the 5,000 favor.
I mean, this troglodyte has Scorching Ray battle. It lost.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
You guys, I was running on Salona today.
yeah, I'm on Soluna.
Oh my goodness, my neighbor has her dog on a leash. It's first time in like 2 years. I've only
She-
complained at her like literally every time.
She don't want you to catch anything.
If she picks up after his waist also, I might have to kill myself off stream. Just in surprise.
Hashtag surprised.
Yeah.
Do you anybody know? Can I take one of my other characters who's a completionist and take a heart of wood of 20 and do the alchemist on him so he can get his completionist back, or is that not available yet?
I don't know. I didn't try.
Also don't know.
You can autos box out of it because I did that.
Yeah, but that just gives you a pile of experience.
Yep. There's a remnant here where I'm standing.
Okay.
And I don't want to spend $50. Sorry.
Well, even if they have all those boxes on sale.
I didn't spend $50. I saved my DDO points from the last hardcore server.
Alright, I'm gonna send the chick over to pull the lever.
There's a remnant right here.
I'll get it in a minute.
Oh, she took it off the leash. Never mind. Either that or it ran away from her on the leash.
Oh,
She's got this Rottweiler that weighs as much as she does and basically is a terrible pet owner. in all
whatever reason
aspects.
I was thinking you were talking about my hireling at that exact moment. I'm like, what?
I was not. Oh, I didn't have my voice on.
I warned you?
I had it on. I had it on before you came up here. I
Come
just wanted to
on.
pretend I was Samus for a second.
Hey man, sometimes hit points matter. Alright, I'm gonna go talk to this ooze guy.
The ooze guy?
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to this ooze guy, or more directly, I'm gonna stand here while my hirelings talk to this ooze guy.
Alright, I'll wait in the quest, see if you can get that XP. I have probably 15 Muck Dooms, I do not need one.
Yeah, but everybody needs a muck ding.
I have enough to dual wield on all of my characters. I don't need any more.
Well, Ellery died.
Rip.
Oh, not Ellery.
That is her way. Apparently, something landed in the wrong spot. Because some of the other guys arrived.
If you could have anything for lunch right now, what would you have?
Grandmother's macaroni and cheese.
Anything besides that?
I don't know. The two things that I miss right now are I'd like to have a pizza and I would like to have grandmother's macaroni and cheese. That is pretty much all.
I think you should probably get used to not having grandmother's macaroni and cheese.
I can make I can make a version of it now that's pretty close. It's basically just like a macaroni and cheese casserole. Or like a macaroni and cheese bake.
The traditional way to make macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
It is only in recent times that we devolved to making it on the stovetop. Or if you're a heathen, in the microwave.
Ah, the best way.
Good job, hireling. Also not a mimic. Alright.
I've never made macaroni and cheese in the microwave. I refuse.
My apparently my mother exclusively made it in the microwave when my brothers were growing up.
That's probably why you liked your grandmother's.
No, I did not get to grow up with my mother.
Oh.
So apparently that's the reason why my brothers like it that way, is because she basically exclusively made it that way.
If you like your noodles completely overcooked, make it in the microwave. If you like mushy pasta.
Well, I'd rather have it soft and mushy than I would have it crunchy and
Oh,
not
no, incorrect. A nice crunchy is delicious.
cooked. No, it's not.
A nice crunch.
First of all, you cook the noodles properly to where they're
Correct.
firm, but then when you bake it, they get crispy again.
Yeah.
So it's not like they're undercooked. It's just because it's baked, they get a little bit of crispy on the top layer, and then they're like real moist and soft on the underneath side. That's just how baked macaroni and cheese is. Baked pasta in general.
AKA delicious. Other than that, like I said, I don't really have any cravings or desire for anything in particular. Although I did find a recipe for making breads. I might attempt to make some coconut bread at some point in the near future. Oh man, it's almost 2 already?
No?
Yeah, it's 1:30.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't feel like that's almost 2. I would have said it's 1:30 already.
Well, sure. But when the end of the stream is at 2 o'clock, it's almost 2. Alright. I've got time for a little bit more questing here. What do we have left in 7 range that I care about? Not that. Not that.
Temple of Elemental Evil.
Not that. The Grave Robber? That doesn't take very long.
Gray Moon.
Did those earlier.
Okay. You want to do Zorian Cipher? Since it's an 8, but since there's
I
2
don't
people,
care.
we can both get a.
That's fine.
Okay.
I just don't want to take, as much as I'd like to take level 10, I want to wait till Nathan's close enough that we can bring him along for some quests. Specifically the anniversary event. Tobrel is Facebooking the thing that he had trying to give away or give up.
How was your cook-off last night?
I don't know if I know what you're talking about.
Didn't you guys do like a food battle in your D&D game?
The people who do food stuff might have, but I don't think so.
Did you play D&D yesterday?
We did. We did play D&D.
Did Jabrel DM?
He did, but I don't remember any food battle.
Huh. Well, maybe you could look forward to it then. I don't know. He was telling me about it.
I did get to do something that is a little bit broken. So in Pathfinder at level 15, they have feats based off of your legendary status, and at 15 you get to take your first legendary thing. Well, my legendary ability isn't performed because I'm a bard, but I have a magic item that Tobrel gave me that lets me pick one bonus feat where the only requirement that applies is minimum level. So I can take any feat that I want as long as I have the level requirement. So at level 15 there's a feat called, I forget what it's called. But you can intimidate things to death. And as a bard, one of your powers is basically you can use your perform for like almost every single skill. So I was basically using my perform skill to kill people. It was pretty fun.
Interesting.
Crumbling tunnel rises up from the
So
This must be where the
we got into an encounter full of troglodytes, which of course, as everyone knows, Tobrel is like in love with all of a sudden. And yeah, I just like went on this. I tried to basically intimidate this army of troglodytes into getting in line, but apparently, in Tobrel's mind, troglodytes being a noble and worthy species, or mono. There's a fragment down here.
You have 17 hit points, sir.
I know. I'm waiting for my healer to do something about it. I got held for a second. I had to Harper pin out. Pretty sure that hit me pretty good. We get our 10 kills. We did. So that was probably the most fun for me yesterday, was to basically intimidate a guy to death with my perform skill.
You made him poop himself. He died of dysentery.
Yeah, and the troglodyte. And then it was hilarious. So Terrell's like, "Of course you took that feat." I'm like, well, I mean, why wouldn't I? That's exactly what my character has done at every opportunity. His shenanigans like that. So then he's like, "Nope, you can only use that once a battle now." I'm like, what?
Seems fair.
It literally does not say that in the rules. But I'm like, all right.
Seems fair.
I'm like, whatever. That's fine.
Maybe you should have asked him before you just went ahead and did it.
Well, again, the thing is that I could, one, he was fine, but one, it would have that ability or that item lets me switch the feed around once a day. So even if he like decided he didn't like it or whatever, I just switch it the next day.
I'm just saying, if you started abusing that, he's gonna make you fight shit that like permanently drains your charisma or something, and that would be way worse than just running it by him first.
Nah, he's welcome to do whatever he likes. We're almost done with this campaign. He wants to get upset about it, then that's on him.
He was saying he was done DMing for a while.
Yeah, he's pretty close to over.
Well, he's already mentally over it, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well, they bring it upon themselves. Like, I've told them, I needed a several year break, because I DM'd for everybody for like literally like 6 years or something, and I needed a break. Then I told them that I would DM some more, and everybody and their uncle has volunteered or whatever instead, and I'm like, alright, well then they don't want me to DM, or they don't like me DMing, or whatever their nonsense is.
There's fragment over here.
And they bring it upon themselves. So instead they'll DM these huge blocks of time, or these massive campaigns where they end up having to do stuff for ever. Might as well get this chest, because we're not coming back for these other ones. That was not the button I meant to push.
Yep. I was just killing the trash you drug in.
But overall, the Pathfinder system I thought was fine. It's not my favorite. I just got a bunch of constellations.
Why? Why did you do that?
Who?
This one guy, this champion caster, was just like, here, let me camouflage your hireling.
No.
Or flame strike, I guess it was.
Because it wanted to make me go over there and raise
It wanted to make me use a red scroll.
or that.
What a jerk.
I don't know. I've been trying to get everybody on board with the Phoenix Dawn command stuff. Like, it comes with a book and everything. I bought it at Gen Con the year it came out, and I was all excited to do it, and nobody wants to. I know there's a way that you can set it up on Roll20, but we haven't fiddled with it very much.
Rift is sealed by a dark barrier.
No, I haven't fiddled with it, and I probably need to be the one to figure it out.
As the way before you opens,
The way bopefore you opens.
behind you,
Did I tell you to move, Cleric? I don't think that I.
this place.
They just do not want me to have Khan in this quest. And my cleric bit it. Kiss my boo-boos.
Strange grid of energy dominates the pure rift world. The rift orbs crackle and pulse.
Ooh.
As the rune glows with power, the nearby rift is sealed by a dark barrier.
Yes, this way is the quickest way. I suspect I was incorrect.
You doing alright?
Yeah. There we go, that should do it. Yeah, I got Soundburst stunned or whatever, and then deal with shenanigans for a minute. Oh, I got held again. I'm at the shrine though, or close to the shrine.
Good, because I can't get in there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't that special? The Reaper or whatever that was hitting me while I was held is still aggroed on my ghost.
The fog and insanity melt away here.
So,
A safe place to rest.
did you see the announcement by Jim Butcher this last weekend?
I didn't see an announcement, but there's a trailer for his book now.
Did you watch it?
I did. It looks really bad. Like the story
trailer-
stuff, the trailer looks really bad.
Yeah,
The
I agree. None of
story
the
stuff
actors.
looks really good.
Did you see the thing at the end of it?
Yes, that there's 2 books.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I'm hyped for that now.
Oh, I was already equally hyped.
No, it's exciting that there's 2.
Well, but were they a year apart?
No. July and then September.
Okay, so I wasn't 100% sure if it was a year apart or if it was just the 1 month apart or whatever.
It's more than a month, but yeah.
Yeah, I saw one was July and one was September. I just couldn't. Because I was going to send it to Remy, but then I thought, nah, he probably already knows. He's got like Google alerts set up and stuff.
Yeah, I watched that trailer, and then I was talking to one of my buddies in guild that was also a fan, and I was like, "Well, I hated that trailer because none of the characters look like my mental image of any of them.
Not even
Literally
close.
none."
Not
But
even
the
close.
news was exciting.
Yeah, I did watch.
I was like,
Did
"That's
you
the worst
post it?
Ebenezer choice I've ever seen in my life."
Oh yeah, real bad. Did you post it?
No,
Somebody posted it in my Discord.
might have been Tabrel, because the Dow linked it to us in party chat, and Tabrel was there.
Yes. I said I was like, oh, I'll watch this, and I was like, oh man, this is so bad. This literally hurts my heart.
I don't know where he posted it though. It must be in a secret chat that I don't have access to.
It might be. That might be why. Might be in the defense chat. It is in the defense chat. But yeah, like,
The rune glows with power.
I'm really curious who cast anything.
Yep.
Because not only does nothing look correct,
Yeah, Murphy was wrong.
but like,
Ebenezer was
they're
wrong.
not even close to the descriptions in the book. Oh,
The guy played Harry was okay. Okay. They at least had the scar over his eye. So this part will be fun, won't it?
Yeah, I was just thinking about this. Like, I can leap some of them, or the first one here, but the next one's gonna suck.
Well, we can res each other. You just ran the whole way like a madman?
Yeah! Wasn't gonna stop once I started. I am, however, gonna duck behind this pillar for a minute so I can heal. Ah, of course. Of course! I don't know where it came out of, but it... Stupid Reaper. Are you getting fear dotted?
No.
Okay.
You gonna run to me?
Yeah, I just got over the thing. Go back over here.
I failed my scroll.
Huh? I got it.
Oh, never mind.
Alright, now the question is, can I successfully live through this fear dot? If I had a false life, I could, for sure.
Are you in a position where if I go over there, you can raise me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the fear dot done.
Somehow I lived against all odds.
Well, apparently I am not allowed to pass UMD scrolls all of a sudden. Oh, I guess I got a double die penalty. That was... Oh, because I died earlier, didn't I?
You did.
Guess I should have shrine. I guess I'll go back through these traps and go shrine.
Just summon Ellery.
No, I think I have enough mana for the fight. My chick is like not doing what I told her to do.
There you go. I saved 1 DV for you.
Perfect. 100% more than I needed. My wisdom's too low.
My wisdom is also too low.
Cleric's on it. Her
Yeah.
favorite soul.
The rune glows with power.
Yeah, my intelligence is too low. That one intelligence thing is higher than the rest of them.
As the moon glows with power, the nearby rift
I have not done intelligence past lives yet.
Oh, yeah.
Gracious.
Best ones. I'm fairly certain, anyway, that intelligence is the best stat.
If you value skill points, it's good. Well, I don't know why we're getting these. We didn't do all the rest of them.
Well, I was just turning them off so we didn't have to deal with it.
door. A surge of incoherent panic batters
These more Thorhounds, Chris.
Oh! That Beastmark hit me again for... Oh, the Plague... No, she got killed by Plague Reaper. For 350 points. Which here it comes. It's here for you. Nice fire bales.
Are you off timer?
Yep.
Tiefling makes a weird animation in the cast scrolls. Looks like I fail every single time.
God, I hate Sonic Blast. Iconic Blast, whatever. Just in time, she says, but you're not doing anything.
She could heal my hireling.
Well, what I mean was she was just standing there with a thumb up her bum. Now she's doing stuff.
There are still at least 2 champions in there.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna send my hireling in there, and I'm gonna kill him. Possibly.
2 bonus chests.
Oh, the wave of monsters. I hate Thrackhounds.
Who likes Thorhounds?
I hate Thrackhounds almost more than any other monster.
Yeah, who likes them? That was fun.
Somebody's got to. That was useless. Standing over here where you were standing.
1 second. I'm trying to read how it killed me. Oh, Cyclonic Blast.
Yeah, the worst way to die.
392 points of damage.
Also, apparently I was close enough to that ball standing over here, nowhere near it to get water breathing. Either that or I just get water breathing whenever I equip a scroll. Or does this thing give water breathing? Oh, this gives it water breathing, okay.
That's good enough.
Alright. Ow.
I hit it for 780. How do you like that, Thorhound? Look at these little nestled chests.
Hang on. Let me give you another heal scroll.
Why?
In case they're mimics.
You're gonna kill them. You're opening the chest.
No, you're opening the chest. You got all the hit
No.
points.
No. Raise your favorite soul.
You go back into heal mode.
The cleric spent all her mana healing your favorite soul.
My favorite soul did her job. She distracted the bad guys as much as... Okay.
60 fragments.
Nah, 4.
And 12.
Ah, 66. Alright, you ready for Azorian Cipher?
Mm-hmm.
There you go, we did it.
700 Reaper XP.
Yeah.
Oh, of course, the one that I open's a Mume.
You just should open all the chests from now on. Look at that hireling. Look at her. Taking care of business. Dying so we don't have to.
It's
Yeah,
almost 2 o'clock now.
It is. It was almost 2 o'clock before. But I watched that video and I was like, oh, no wonder it took him 7 years to write this book. Because it's 2.
Well, apparently it was just going to be a hellishly long book, and he decided that he could write like 10 more chapters or 12 more chapters and just make it 2 books instead.
Yeah, it's probably much better. Really wanted to ask you some advice. I keep seeing the videos of monks doing on average 2 to 5k per hit, even crits for like 11k, and I have no idea how that's even possible.
You get the hand wraps from Too Hot to Handle and upgrade them twice. You get bar buffs, you have party buffs and stuff. You apply vulnerable stacks with other abilities before you switch to your DPS hand.
That answer your question?
You completely gear out. You have your damage stat at over 100. You have multiple past lives. All that stuff.
Also, are you watching a lot of monks stuff? Or are you watching
No.
Titans videos?
He doesn't play a monk.
I think it's a monk.
No. We might have monk levels, but he's playing a favorite soul.
The wraps are the Too Hot to Handle wraps, right?
I don't know what they're called, but it's from the raid Too Hot to Handle.
And then they can be upgraded with
With the strong crafting ingredients.
there you go, thank you. Max out your sentient jewel filigrees also. Yeah, that probably helps. I don't know. I
The
personally
fetters
have never,
of the Forge Wraith.
I have never taken a monk and got to that point. Not since the rage thing stopped working as well. That's where I was getting the bigger damage hit things was back in way back. But still, like 11,000 on crits were a little high for a monk.
And then you're in Blitz. You have full Blitz going. Legendary Dreadnought.
Oh, all right. Anything else we can ask or help you guys with today before we take off? Otherwise, I'm going to ask you guys for a couple of favors. First of all, I'm going to ask you to go over to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/SamusGarobo, and subscribe over there. If you can also take some time to either watch some of those videos or comment or like or whatever, some of that stuff, that'd be really appreciated. It's a great way to support the stream for free. And I'm trying to grow that YouTube channel this year. That's one of my primary goals. The other thing I'm going to ask, if you're not already following here on Twitch, please go ahead and hit that follow button here. I'd really appreciate that so you'll know when we go live. But the best way to support the stream is, of course, to become a Patreon at patreon.com/Samus. $1 a month. It's not typically a deal breaker for you guys, but it all adds up for me to help keep the stream going. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, other than that, we'll be back tonight with some more Dungeons & Dragons action. Hopefully we will have gotten Nate a little bit closer to our level, and we can start bringing him along with some stuff. Once he like gets to the point where Beef and Samus can drag him along, I think he'll power up really quickly. I don't know how much fun he'll have when he's like piking or halfway piking a lot of quests, but we can kick the difficulty down some to make him feel more like a team player. But I want to do a bunch of anniversary stuff tonight, and I got to get him close enough that he can join us for that. So, otherwise I'm going to take a little bit of time and work on the bus this afternoon. If the weather's nice, it looks nice. It's supposed to
It's
rain
nice here
all day.
today.
Yeah, it was supposed to rain all day today, according to the weather yesterday. So naturally, it means it's going to be nice. But yeah, we should be back in about 6 hours, around 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Hope to see you guys then. All right. Actually, before I log off, let's see who else is streaming Dungeons and Dragons Online, and let's throw a raid there. An error has occurred. Psycho Blonde is streaming, so let's throw it to Psycho Blonde here. We haven't rated Psycho Blonde in a little while. Hey, thanks for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the USS Fast Halfling. Appreciate you. All right, everyone. Again, we'll see you. Oh, we'll let this play first. All right. Again, thank you very much. We appreciate it, and we'll see you guys in a few hours. Toodles.